Welcome to the Toni Thorne Show. I am Toni Thorne, and you are embarking on our first segment, Point Blank.
Shaggy, and you're watching the Toni Thorne Show. Yeah, number one, Mr. Lover says so. All right.
Now, obviously, I grew up on your music.
Oh,
Most
great.
persons
That's
in my
making me
generation.
feel old right
No.
now. I grew up on your music.
Do you think that all that has happened to you as a Caribbean artist and international artist, do you think that you've actualized? Do you think that all of your dreams have come true?
I'm beyond my wildest dreams right now. I mean, you're talking about a little kid come from Raytown, Jamaica. I never even thought I would be in music. I just like music, and I did music to get girls.
Yeah.
It got me attention. I was in the lunchroom beating the bench, and I had a knack for making up lyrics and coming up with the rhymes because it was cute, and I got attention from the girls, and from that, it brings me into this whole music thing. But it wasn't a situation like I said, why I'm dreaming to have this big superstar thing, and then it just kind of happened. So I don't think I think I've achieved way more than the average. You know what I mean? If you would say that Shaggy would have been one of the biggest Caribbean artists, to sell diamond at the point. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I read that you left Jamaica when you were still a teenager.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any issues with artists that never left Jamaica or never had the opportunity, or even people questioning your authenticity as a Jamaican?
Listen, if you
artist?
don't, then you're not hot. I tell you what, I give a classic story. There's a guy the other day that says that he says his artist is Taurus Riley. Shaggy on him is American R&B, and I'm like, I was born in Jamaica. Taurus was born in Queens, New York.
Got it wrong.
But it's just,
Yeah.
but if they're not talking about you, then you're not winning.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at
Yeah.
it.
If you had to be, obviously, I know that you still do a lot of charity in Jamaica, and Jamaican people love you. You spent a lot of time in Jamaica as well. What would you do if you had to be Prime Minister for one day of Jamaica? What would you do to make Jamaica a better place?
I don't think I could accomplish it in one day.
Yeah.
And I'm very close with the government of Jamaica, both governments. And I do work with them in tackling different issues in Jamaica, and they ask me to be a part of a lot of things that they're doing. So it's always a work in progress. Crime is a big thing. I think and education, because I think with the education, you'll get less crime. Because I don't think a lot of people who are doing crime realize that crime is not a really good business to be in. Technology makes crime a really bad business to be in now. You know what I mean? Almost everything you do, you can get caught in. You know what I mean? There's cameras everywhere. There's surveillance everywhere. There's technology that's going to get you caught. So the more educated you are, the less you'll understand that, the more you'll understand that crime doesn't pay, and it gives you a different outlet to try and do something else.
Do you think that there's more space on the world stage of entertainment for Caribbean artists?
Absolutely, the gate is wide open. Caribbean artists now, compared to when I was doing it, when I just started, we couldn't even get played on radio. You know what I mean? We had mixed shows the most. Now, with Hot Shot and what Angel wasn't me, Sean Paul, everybody has done, Rihanna. It's open now. You know what I mean? Anybody, and then you have all these outlets to do it. One time it was controlled by the radio stations and the record company. Now you have the World Wide Web. To showcase your talent, and if you go hard enough, you'll get it.
What's next for Shaggy?
Well, we have a new record coming out. It's called That Love, and we're gonna play it tonight. Followed by a new album, and we just signed a multi album deal with Sony, and Brooklyn Man from my piece. So we're doing all of that now. So that's the next move. This summer should be good.
Okay, I see you scant. This is my last question. I see you scanting a lot in your music videos.
Let me scanting.
Scant.
Okay. All right. Good.
Is there a technique to it?
No. I'm a typical Jamaican. If your spine don't jerk, nothing else works. So I just have a pelvis move, and that's it.
Okay.
I'm not Ellie.
Nice meeting you. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, Haley. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Lovely. Welcome to Barbados.
Thank you.
Good. Now, I did some research on you, and you were nominated for an Oscar at 13 years old. Can you take us through that feeling?
Yes. So that entire experience, it was my very first movie, True Grit, and I shot that movie, and the same year we ran that award circuit. So it was just 1 year of complete madness and such a whirlwind, and it was so incredible and so surreal. Having gone from auditioning to this part, then finding myself on set making it with the most amazing actors and directors, to then being at all these award shows and getting nominated for an Academy Award was so incredibly surreal, and I think I realize it a lot more now than I did then. What
a big deal it
what
was.
a big deal it was.
But you remained humble. You seemed, I watched interviews with you. You seem to be humble throughout the whole process. What kept you grounded, and what continues to keep you grounded?
I will say that the people that I worked with on that movie, the actors that I worked with, and even the crew, I learned such a valuable lesson, and especially it being my first movie, I realized that to everyone around me, it was about the work, and it was about the art, it was about the craft, and you had so much fun with it. You didn't take it too seriously, but at the end of the day, you went home to your families and lived your life and came back to work the next day. And I truly realized then, and have taken that lesson sort of with me through everything. It's about the work, and it's about being able to create and express yourself, and it's easy to get carried away with everything else around it, but I'm constantly reminded of why I love what I do, and I'm reminded of the opportunity that I get every day, so it's really a blessing.
You're a really talented actress and singer. Do you have a preference?
It's so hard because they're so different in so many ways, and in some ways similar, that I truly enjoy both for different reasons. I don't know, I can tell you that I can't do one and not the other. I love them both so much. But right now I'm really focused on my music.
Yeah. What would you tell the viewers about self-love?
I would say, well, I guess I could start with, it's not the idea of self-love doesn't just come. It's definitely taught, if not learned. And it's not necessarily easy. But I think that self-love is being able to find your light and find your groove and love what it is that you do and love what makes you feel good, and not worrying about what other people say. We live in a world where people are judgmental, and we put ourselves out there to so many people's different thoughts and opinions and ideas on us and what we do and how we dress. And I think it's just so important to know yourself and embrace everything about you.
Your song with DNCE, Rock Bottom.
Yes.
Tell us what that means to you as well.
So Rock Bottom is a song that so perfectly articulates so many situations I've gone through where I haven't really been able to articulate it, where you're in a relationship, it can be with anybody, where there's so many ups and downs, and one small thing can be said and it turns into something bigger, and it just kind of is a downward spiral from there. But you love someone so much that you kind of allow all of that craziness to continue. And it's just kind of that roller coaster of what a relationship can be like, with those highs and lows and those ups and downs and those great moments and those not so great moments. But there are more great moments than not, and that's what kind of keeps you coming back.
So I'm going to teach you 5 things that we say in the Caribbean.
Okay, sorry.
And you would repeat it, and then I'll teach you the dance. That's fine?
Oh wow, do I have to stand up?
Yeah.
So cool. I feel like Rihanna.
So I have 5 scenes that we say here in the Caribbean.
Okay.
And you will have to try to do our accent, and then I'll teach you
Oh boy.
a dance called Walking Up.
Called what?
Walking Up. We'll get there.
Oh,
Just
boy.
the 5
Okay.
things.
Okay.
Okay, so in Barbados we say something, cheese on bread.
Cheese on bread.
Yeah.
What does
And
that
then
mean?
it means like it's something that you say when you're frustrated. So it's kind of like cheese on bread, you
Oh,
know?
it sounds like you're saying cheese on bread.
Yeah, that's why it is.
Oh.
Cheese on bread.
Great. Cheese on bread.
In Trinidad, they say Ali in the party. As in, all of you are in the party. So, Ali in the party.
Ali and your party.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. Warming up. Like Shaggy,
Yeah.
in Jamaica, they say, what a guan, my youth.
What's a mud?
What a guan, my youth.
my youth?
What a guan, my youth.
What's a guan, my youth?
And you see how you're doing that? What a guan, my youth.
What's a guan, my youth?
Yes. And then, that's very simple. Like, if you hear something that you don't like, right. And the last one, Guyanese. I going down by the Barbados River, I am going down by the Berbice River.
I'm
I going down
going down
by the Berbice
by the Burmese
River.
river.
Good, great, great. Okay, so this is a dance we call walking up,
Okay.
and you just move your hips in a circle. Authentic Bajan.
Nice.
Thank you.
so
Nice
much.
meeting you. Let me take it off for you.
Hey, I'm Haley, and you're watching the Toni Thorne Show.
The Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. This is where you belong. Over the years, we've cared for you to help you meet your needs. Trustworthy, dependable, so you can grow financially. The Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. Excellent service, all values strong. Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. This is where you belong. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, fresh all day at Piquet. Freshly prepared tradition, in every bite perfection.
With 100% beef, flame grilled over real flames, great tasting, high quality, affordable food, and our speedy service.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, fresh all day at Piquet. Them to your satisfaction, and we have our selections.
Family friendly dining at any of our 4 locations, and we cater to children's parties on Sundays at Sky Mall.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, fresh all day at Piquet.
Me time is so necessary, and luckily I found a brand new indulgence in 4 wonderful flavors. Sometimes we can indulge with the basics. Vanilla milk has always been a favorite. Whether it's reading my favorite book, chilling with my friends, or watching fun videos on YouTube, there's a milk for every occasion. Just as sweet as these wonderful flowers from Hastings Flower Mart, welcome to our segment, Pompasset. Welcome to the beautiful Seabreeze Beach Hotel, and I'm joined here by Mr. Andre Branford, and this segment is sponsored by Seabreeze, of course, as well as Pine Hill Dairy, and we are going to be taught today how to do mimosas, which is a favorite of mine. And here to join me is my really good friend. Her name is Lynn Callender. Welcome to the show, Andre.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome to in front of the camera, not her the show, because she's always with me. So welcome to the show, Andre. Thank you for joining me.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Okay, so tell us what we're going to do. Of course, we're going to be using Pine Hill Dairy products.
For sure.
And we have our products also from Wine World / Stansfield Scott, which will be the Piper Heiset and the Prosecco. And you're going to also do a cocktail for us.
So today actually what we're going to do is that we're going to actually do 3 cocktails today.
Lovely.
So what we're going to do is that we're going to start off with the original mimosa, which would be, we're going to start with the Piper Heiset, compliment Stansfield Scott Wine World family, for sure. And for sure it's all about Seabreeze Hotel. So anytime at all you want to get a real mimosa, you got to make sure that you got to come to Seabreeze Hotel, and that's where I am, 24 hours a day. You know where to find me, okay guys?
Okay, so Piper, I love that introduction. Piper, what do you think about this champagne?
Well, for me, the Piper, especially the Piper Brut, it's a little dry, but it's not too dry like some of the other champagnes. And it actually just has flavor along with body as well. So,
Ooh.
that's a good champagne.
Yeah.
So-
How do you know that's a good champagne when you
With the pop,
Okay.
you know, it's not dry, and then you could actually see the bubbles in it as well, right?
Okay, lovely.
So you know that. So, we're going to start with that one. We're going to use roughly about 2.5 ounces. And then from here, we're going to complement Pine Hill Dairy. We're going to use the orange juice. That's going to give us the original mimosa.
So 2.5 ounces is what you should really put in
Yes.
into a original mimosa.
And then we're going to use equal parts, just another 2.5 ounces.
Okay, so
and
2.5 and 2.5 juice.
Yes,
and
that gives you an actual good mimosa, well balanced, well blended as well. So, if you care to.
Thank you. Well, guess first. So Lynn.
So actually with this mimosa now, what you can actually taste is, even although it's well balanced, you can still actually taste the champagne in it, and it's not overpowered by the orange juice as well. So that's how you know you're getting a real mimosa. For my second mimosa, which is actually a melanosa, where we actually put a whole twist onto the whole mimosa family.
This is very pretty though.
Well, it actually has some blueberries, and then what we have here as well is a melon flavored liqueur, along on the inside with some Piper Isaacs, along with some gelatin base.
So this has in this actual gelatin.
Yeah, it has
thing.
in
Has in
champagne already. So it's actually like a twist where you get to drink one mimosa one way, and then you actually have your spoon on the other side to actually have a dessert in your glass as well. So what we're gonna have here now, we're actually gonna use some Prosecco for this one. Once again, compliments to the families at Stanfield Scott. The difference between the Prosecco and the Piper is that the Prosecco is a little drier for this one. So, because this one actually has a sweet body already.
Another difference would be, wouldn't the Prosecco be a little more affordable than the champagne as well?
Yes, it would be a little bit more affordable. All depends on where you get it from again.
Okay.
So for this one, we're actually gonna use the mango. So you're gonna have that melon flavor along with that mango coming through, well blended.
This is lovely. This is nice.
Remember, we're not using no ice at all for this one because the glass itself is already chilled, while the gelatin base on the inside is already chilled as well.
Melanosa,
Melanosa. Only at Seabreeze Hotel.
a twist to a mimosa,
A twist or a mimosa here.
a twist to me. Love it.
So if you ladies think that one is nice, just be careful with the last cocktail I'm going to make for you today, okay? So what we're having here is actually we're going to have an original cocktail that was concepted about, I would say about 9 years ago, while I was working in the bar. Some ladies came in after work one evening and said, you know what, we want to try something different, we want to have something relaxing, something a little sweet.
Next you have Soli here, which is also a part of our show's Poems to Family. Really excited that you'll be using that today.
So we're going to use a 1.5 ounce Soli, followed by a 1/2 ounce shot of peach schnapps. And then to give you that blend between the peach schnapps along with the coconut flavor, what we're going to use is that we're going to use a 1/2 ounce of Malibu as well. Shake this one vigorously.
On every corner, start to call out my name, and the people shouting, visitors coming.
After which, we're going to top up this one with equal parts of orange juice along with pineapple juice. Compliments Pine Hill Dairy once again. And then we just drizzle this one with a bar spoon of grenadine syrup.
Of what?
Grenadine syrup,
Oh.
which gives you that sweet flavor.
Was it originated in the Grenadines?
Not too sure, but I'll find out for you before we leave.
Okay, great.
And we usually garnish this one with a pineapple wedge. And just give you that cherry on the inside. And there you have it. The original name was called the Andres Sunset, but today we actually changed the name about 5 years ago and it's called Taking a Breeze.
Lovely.
There you go, ladies.
Thank you.
Do enjoy.
Cheers. Public, you should know that this should no longer be a well-kept secret. They are staycation rates here at Seabreeze Beach Hotel for $249 US a night, and it is all inclusive. So you get that includes all of the meals, full use of the facilities. They have a pool, they have a beautiful beach. The rooms are really, really amazing. Come out, bring your family, and we also have day rates here at Seabreeze Hotel for $200, and that includes all the food you can eat. Y'all know that we love our food.
We plus you equals awesome. Time to rethink creative with IDS Creative Inc., your dedicated digital media and marketing partners. From logo design, brand development, advertising and social media, website design and marketing, your thoughts or know-how, big results. Let your ideas take flight with ideas, design, and strategy on the wings of imagination. IDS Creative Inc.
Who doesn't love jewels? That's why we are about to show you this week's Jewelers Warehouse Jewelry of the episode.
Time I saw you, you was in the middle jumping up, having a time. I could see you winding up that waist from miles away. On a truck singing a song, you know every line.
Want a different way to cleanse? Try new micellar water from Garnier. The micelles attract dirt like a magnet to 1, remove makeup, 2, cleanse, and 3, refresh. No harsh rubbing, no rinsing. New micellar water from Garnier Skin Active.
Take a look at this week's event of the episode.
Ready. It's another episode. When we out on the road, this is what we love to celebrate, to celebrate. This is not Hollywood. No, we don't come out of pose. We just party with no restraint. From pillar to post, I just party the most. I behave in the worst. My conduct is so gross. From the time that I wake, I ready to bust the gate. You just get mash up again. Crop over, good morning. Show them how we just jump up. Show them how we just free up. Crop over, good morning.
Sun Collection Designer Eyewear. Visit us at Lime Grove and Sheraton Mall, Barbados.
Welcome to the Stansfield Scott Tea Time segment. My name is Toni Thorne. This is the Toni Thorne Show, and we are filming this evening at the beautiful, believe me when I say beautiful, Seabreeze Beach Hotel here in Maxwell, Barbados. And I'm joined by 3 lovely personalities. To my left, we have Dr. Donna Matthews. She's also a sponsor of the show. She is also known as the Beauty Doctor. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for sponsoring the show again.
Anytime.
We have Mr. Warren Christopher. He is a friend to the show, photographer, image consultant, and most importantly, he's a lawyer. And he's also a friend to the show. He's been on every single season, and he's totally swagged out for the Toni Thorne Show.
All this is for you, Toni. This is what you wanted. This is what you got.
To his right and to my left, if I'm standing like this, a new friend to the show. She is banker Keisha Lynch. Keisha, thank you so much for joining me.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Piper Isaac, available from Stansfield Scott. Let's talk. We are talking about the latest VMAs, Video Music Awards by MTV. Your thoughts on it?
My highlights for the VMAs were Rihanna, Beyonce, and Tiana Taylor's Body. Oh, yeah. So, like, that was it for me right there.
What about them? Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Oh my goodness. Well, Rihanna, of course, like classic MTV performance, like she was absolutely fabulous. Energy, dance, and everything. Like Rihanna's a professional, and she looked amazing. Beyonce, of course, slayed everything. Her performance art was absolutely amazing. And Tiana Taylor's body, that needs like no explanation. It was sick.
At all.
Sick.
Warren.
My favorite part was Drake and Rihanna's performance. Because that was indeed a performance.
They performed? I missed that.
Oh, no, that was a performance.
Why you thought it was a performance?
Because I know that in a bad way, but that was my favorite moment in the show. To see, you know, Rihanna blush and, you know, this man that left for all these years. I mean, would you ever see Jay-Z ever tell Beyonce so?
Yes, he would.
No.
He did it already.
Where? When?
I am a part of
When?
the Beehive.
When? Okay, but when? Receipts. Receipts. When?
Receipts.
Tell me what show
Receipts.
he did that at. When he presented her with the Vanguard. That's right, she doesn't have a Vanguard.
She has a Vanguard. She's been honored with a Vanguard before.
Yeah?
Beyonce, yeah.
At 28?
Not at 28, but she has a Vanguard. So she does have one, but he didn't say anything.
I'm going to come back for you. Donna.
My highlight was the end, the Drake Rihanna. I actually call it the re-Drake. For me, it was very emotional. To see him bring her out with that level of class, to edify her that way, and her reactions, just as Warren said, it was like she didn't say anything, but her spirit, you could actually see her blush, you could see her facial expressions. That did it for me. And then her speech at the end absolutely nailed it. The two guys on the VMA who were hosts actually had me dying when they said, this is the Rihanna show featuring the VMAs. Yeah. Because it really felt like that. She had a very big impact. And for me, I felt good to see Rihanna talk like that because it shows that she has beauty and brains. I was very proud to be Barbadian, hence my yellow jacket today. I mean, she really did Barbados, Caribbean, women. She did us all proud. And I mean, I actually watched it over. It was late and I still watched. I had to see the end again just to see that part because I was just floored, you know, when it came. I was actually telling Warren I cried when Drake was actually talking about Rihanna. It really touched me.
I always say God knows who to bless. He always knows who to bless. And I think he made a right decision when he blessed her. During her speech, you could tell that she's a very grounded individual. Somebody asked me if I think Rihanna is humble. She doesn't need to be humble. You know, because I think she's herself. So in being yourself, you are going to be humble. And I was very proud as a woman in this era, a millennial, a Bajan that knew her or knew of her before she got to this level, to see that she's clearly still the same person, the same friends. I was proud as a person from the Caribbean. I was proud on so many different levels. And what I liked about it is that she dedicated it to her country. She's still speaking with a Bajan accent. She looked flawless. She looked good. She stayed in her lane. Beyonce, I am a Beehive lover, but I'm also a Rihanna Navy person. I don't pitch them against each other.
You can't.
Right? But my thing is that she stayed in her lane. She didn't try to do anything that she didn't try to go up there and kick and do all the Beyonce moves. She did what she did, and she did it well because she was authentically her.
Just for the record,
Yes,
I am a
so
Beyonce fan.
come through.
I saw
Come
her
through.
live in not VIP, but VIP. I was here, Beyonce was right there. Okay, I have the receipts, i.e. pictures. So this isn't really about pitting one against the other. I'm just stating facts.
I know.
No, I saw your neck almost.
Yeah, I did do my neck to you. I did do my
I'm
neck
just
to you.
I'm just trying to.
But
you
to
know,
be clear,
state facts.
Bajans were doing that though.
Well, that's
Bajans
Bajan's
were on
business.
Facebook pitching them against each other.
They're two different types
different
of, there's two
artists,
different
two different
styles.
humans.
I think that some people, yeah, but I
Yeah.
think some people should just sing to tracks at shows. Like Beyonce, like Britney, she does not sing.
Oh, let's talk about
Just
disappointments.
sings with a track. Because the truth is, even Ariana Grande, she's a singer, and girl, she was struggling because if you have to do a choreography, everyone is not Beyonce. Everyone doesn't have that vocal capability to keep up and to sing and dance. And I think these artists do a disservice with trying to prove themselves as singers. Rihanna doesn't have to prove herself as a singer because
She's more than that. Yeah,
so
yeah.
she can just put on a CD and lip sync that and give us a dance routine, walk up.
I look good.
I look
very good.
She doesn't have to try to sing. And I think these artists try to prove a point. And in singing, they kind of lose the, you know, the essence of the song. Because then they're like, you're off key, you're panting. When they could just put on a track, you got the Vanguard where you don't have to prove to anybody that you can sing. You could
Your
just,
disappointments. On that note, what were your disappointments for the VMA?
Brittany.
Oh,
She was, no, because I mean, she can barely move. She's almost like 70.
no, but
She's not 70.
Sorry, 65.
Brittany's not 65.
She's no longer 17. No, I love Britney Spears. That's why she barely moves. She could barely move. Come on,
She's an icon.
She just needs a walker now.
She's an icon.
No, Warren, I think you're marking her too high.
And Nicki Minaj.
What were your disappointments?
I can't say I had disappointments, Tony. I think my disappointments were the ads. They were a bit too long because I was excited with the VMAs. I know, but
Case
that
in
was
point.
I can't say I had a disappointing moment. It was, to me, it was energy from beginning to end. I can't say I had one that.
Keisha. I can't really say I had a disappointing moment, but I did expect a bit more out of Nicki Minaj and Ariana Grande. I found their performances felt like really, really flat for me, and there was so much going on, and still like they just
boring.
couldn't.
Every time I see
sum up
Ariana
the
Grande,
energy.
it's like almost like pedophilia because she looks like 4 years old and she's dressed like a grown woman. They're like she hasn't reached puberty yet, and so it's always very awkward to see almost like a prepubescent young girl be sexual and be sexualized because she doesn't even you know.
Maybe
no.
that's the
My one part, though, not of disappointment, but of where I held my breath was when Kanye was talking. During his speech, I was a bit nervous for him.
Britney, to know Britney is to know that Britney is going to lip sync.
Yeah, which is good.
And yeah,
She could dance.
I
She's not
love
catching her
Britney.
breath.
I love all of Britney's songs. Give me, all of those. But
Hit me
in an
one more
era,
time. Let me hear
hit me. But in an era of in a world of Beyonce's and Rihanna's, I saw somebody said she's stuck in the past. I wouldn't say she's stuck in the past because she's doing really well in Vegas.
Correct.
But I think that her wave of the wave of lip syncing is over. You got to bring a total package. And even if you lip sync, you can't be just wearing that bodysuit, which I will be wearing to Carnival. I will recreate that. But you know, for what it's worth, I enjoyed her. But I understand exactly what Warren is talking about is a bit dated, as it relates to Nicki Minaj and Ariana Grande. The pink just reminded me of she and Beyonce's performance when Beyonce had on the pink, and Nicki Minaj is a island girl and full support all the way. Finally, Kanye. I don't say one bad word about Kanye because as Kanye said, to be a Kanye fan, you gotta love yourself, and if you love yourself, you're gonna be a Kanye fan.
Nervous. I was like, let me.
No, Kanye. I see you, Amber. I love that.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, she always does.
Kim
nervous.
looked a little nervous.
No,
Kim was
but
nervous the
let me
entire
tell you
time.
something about that man, right?
Kim
Let me
was
tell you
nervous the
something
entire
about that
time.
man. We are going to say that he's crazy now.
No, he's
No,
not. No,
But
he's not.
50
He's not.
years
He's
down the
not.
road,
He's not.
No, because if you listen to him
If he's intelligent.
long and hard, you can see he's trying. He does make sense. He's just. I mean, he sounds like he's rambling.
And he's
yeah.
eccentric.
But
He
yeah,
calls
exactly.
it streams of consciousness.
Yes, exactly. And that's what it is.
And he
You have
is
to
very
appreciate that.
spiritual
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
exactly.
He's very intelligent, you know. But you have to be on that plane to understand it. If you're
Right,
not
so
on that
basically, if
plane,
you don't like Kanye, you're a dummy.
I didn't say that.
You're wrong. Ghana.
On that note, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being on the show again. Keisha, I hope to see you again on this show. Thank you for obliging.
So too.
Yes,
This
yes.
is my girl, my palero.
Thank you for watching. This has been the Toni Thorne Show, shot here at the beautiful Seabreeze Beach Hotel. Have a great night and God bless you. Cheers. Cheers.